Yo, what's up YouTube? This is week 3 of our trade recap, video number 3. And this week was a little bit of a tough week. This was my first week of a live funded account. Well, express funded through TopStep. We ended up passing out. If you guys haven't seen that, as my first series of videos, I will include the playlist as a tag. You can definitely go watch that. It was really good. I was a pretty strong trader throughout that whole time. But this week, different story. We're going to go through some of that. But first off, I just want to mention some other things. The Discord right now, I was just in a conversation with a guy, but the Discord right now, as of late, has kind of been going off. We're, I believe, at 40 people in the Discord, in the community. Love it, right? You guys can ask me questions in the community. Like, see, I just answer some questions here, blah, blah, blah. I post all my content, my socials, and a little bit about me. And it's all free to join. So I would love to see you guys there. And then secondly, this, you guys, that's crazy. The amount of support I've gotten from YouTube and posting these videos, a ton of comments of people encouraging me to keep doing what I'm doing. So super pumped about that. I know I say that word pumped a lot, but yeah, so let's get to the weekly recap. So this week, I believe I went 1 for 6. I'm gonna check my cards here actually. 1 for 3, 1 for 4. Yeah, so 6 trades this week. I want to talk about our last day trading. That one was a tough one. And then I have some good stuff to say about day 2 about trading. That was good. And then just some stuff on my day 4. So we'll go over some video, but first I want to go through some analytics and stuff about my trades. Honestly, this week, the YouTube kind of popping off, the Discord kind of popping off is just a little bit added extra pressure for me to trade. So that's why I was kind of jittery this week. Okay, well, we have one red folder. We have a no news Tuesday. That's what we have. We have a no news Tuesday. Anyway, this next week coming up is going to be a good week of trading. I'm excited. It's going to be a little bit of an ugly board today for this trade, or this trade recap. And here, if we go back to last month, I placed 6 trades in total, 2 here, and then 2 here, for a total of minus 1,500 in a week. It was a tough week for me, but personally, I'm pretty happy that I stuck to my rules. I will take a loss and not trading Wednesday and Friday. I will take those losses, absolutely, trying to look for A+ setups. I mean, I did take a win on Tuesday, but let's just keep going. This loss, I'm a little bit disappointed in because I just blew past my risk. Like I talk about my risk being 500. I got to 500 in the first trade and then tried to hop in a second one. Little bit of redemption trading. Let's squash that bad habit right there. Like let's check it out the window. So rewarded myself with a no trading day Friday. I believe I recorded a video or published one on Friday. And then here we are Saturday, and then Sunday, and then Monday we're back to it with a no news Tuesday. That's exciting. I gotta upload the whiteboard. Also, on the note of whiteboard, we got a massive new one. A massive new whiteboard. So sick. The office is upgrading. The trading is upgrading. The funded certificates. Hopefully we got another one on the way with Mark. Maybe even Liam too. We'd love to see that because I believe he's starting 100K funded. Well, these are the stats for the monthly P&L. A little tough. We're down 1,500 on the week. Whatever. Shit happens. Okay. So let's go over some other stuff. Total number of trades, whatever, you know, how many, that's how many times I click the buy or sell button. Blah. Most profitable day, Monday. That's not profits. It's not profits at all. Wednesday, 873. Number of lost trade, 29. Average trade duration, 114 minutes, blah, blah, blah. All this other shit. Average winning trade. And then trade direction, took all my trades in longs. And they all ended up getting stopped out. So, or most of them did. Hopping down here, here's all my trades. Here is my balance. You guys can see that from the last video as well. I've not taken any trades. I'm trading everything, every single trade that I take. I'm live streaming on Discord and I'm posting to YouTube. So you guys cannot say that I'm a fake trader or anything, because I'm not. All right, and then dashboard, a lot of the same shit. My max drawdown is 3 grand, so I'm halfway there, actually, a little past halfway. And to be honest, I thought I would be a little bit more worried, but I'm not. Like, because I stuck to my plan, except for one day. And sticking to my plan for those 2 days is the positive I'm gonna take out of this week trading. Like, even if there's no profits, because there's gonna be weeks, maybe on end, once I get a personal funded, like once I have a personal capital to trade with, and like I see this, I could go for weeks on end without trading. I could go a month without making a dime, and I'm just gonna have to live with it. So I'm gonna hammer it into my head that, you know, seeing this, it's gonna be normal. Just like seeing a downtrend is normal in the charts. And then we're obviously gonna work our way to a payout, and that is going to be a sick video once that comes. I don't care if it's gonna be this funded, or if I blow this funded, it's gonna be the next one, or if I blow 700 funded and then finally get one. That's gonna be a big video. But every single trade on every single account that I have is gonna be posted on YouTube. Okay, that is our analytics and stuff. Let's hop right into some trade analyzation and seeing what we can improve on. So I will see you guys there. Okay, looking at day one, this is trade number one on the funded account. I end up taking a loss here, but I got some cue cards to kind of explain what I was thinking and what I was going through. So this is trade number one. This is taken at 10:49 a.m. So within my time frame. Good, check. Awesome. So there's some things that I liked. Like I placed a trade on MNQ here. I was going for longs, and I really like the bullish. There was a bullish SMT on the 15-minute, bearish market activity on the lower time frame. So I would have liked to see, like, what I thought I saw here was the a little bit of a market structure shift, as we see, like the lower high right here, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then we make this fair value gap and we tap into it. Honestly, I would have liked to enter here, but I believe I was a little bit late to the party, and then ended up entering up here. Looking back at it now, I honestly could have entered in a better spot and had my stops at a better spot. Looking back on it, could have done better on the entry, but whatever. I really like the risk about this trade. It's another one I noted, and I risked $299, I believe. Nothing really else I can say about this trade except for, you know, have a little bit more of a keen eye on my entry, right? We have the inverse fair value gap that it taps into here. So I have an entry right here that I possibly could have done on off this doji. An entry off the inverse fair value gap once it taps here. Like, there's a few different entry options, but thank God I recorded it and can look back on it now. Okay, now looking at this one, this was Monday. This is the second trade. So this is day number one of my 100K top set funded trading account. Balance is minus 299 from what happened. Right, it says 300 up there. But some stuff I liked about this trade and noted. The fair value gap that I entered off of. So this thing right here, really liked, and the break of structure, and then it kind of created this low. Honestly, I should have waited for a candle to close here, but I can't nitpick at every little thing I do, or else my trading game is just gonna go out the window, right? I just gotta go with kind of intuition and what I'm seeing, how price moves within the market, blah, 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 stuffs like that. And then could have been more patient for this being a first entry. So what I mean when I say that is, like, we come up here and I take an entry way up here, end up getting stopped out right away, right? I could have been more patient on waiting for it to tap this fair value gap and a move to the upside. And I could have had this just my only trade for today. But of course, we take that first trade in the morning, like 10 minutes before this. So, but yeah, we get stopped out on this one as well. And I'm okay with this entry, totally. Like, that is very good. I mean, there's some relative equal lows here that kind of I saw as liquidity. So as soon as we took that, I was super pumped for it to go to the upside. But market makers, they're going to do what they want to do, and shit's going to happen. So I'm not really worried about this trade. Overall, I thought it was a good trade. And any other notes for this one? I don't think so. All right here, this is day number 2. This is trade number 3 on the account. The continuation of a trend. I really like that the lower time frame was following the higher time frame. I had a bullish bias, of course, with my weekly and daily, so I want to catch that up move. And then notes I have here, better entry. I thought it was a better entry with that fair value gap being right here. I really liked my stop loss. I have this magnet right here on the video because I kind of wanted it to retest after it retested here. But other than that, I feel like there was an entry opportunity here, target these highs. But trading on Discord, it was a little tough, right? Obviously, I had those nerves of it being the first week of funded. I'm sure everyone who has passed an evaluation account can attest to that. It's definitely a different ball game, and I've mentioned that in previous videos. So, and then could have been better risk. I believe I buy one too many contracts here, and my risk was a little much, but that's okay. But of course, again, we end up taking a loss. Shit happens. Like this is 3 losses in a row. Comes down here, yeah, loss. And then I actually end up taking this trade. This is trade number 2. Sorry. So I end up entering right here. And some of the notes I have on this one, this was my only winning trade for the day. This was trade number 4. I like the inverse fair value gap. That was over here. I believe it was a 5-minute inverse fair value gap. So I really like that. I like the entry and the continuation on the lower time frame and the SMT on the 5-minute. So I believe either these highs or these highs were the SMT. So right here or right here, I'm pretty sure was the SMT. And I really like my entry off that. Anyway, I end up hitting a little bit of take profit. It doesn't show it in the video because I posted my profits on my Instagram and my Discord. Yes, I do end up taking a win, $544, and that would go straight to the account and kind of make me, I think I was down 100 and some on the day. So, or yeah, 133, I guess we could see up here. Anyway, that was all of day 2. I definitely could have just not traded today or day number 2 on this day. Like I was a little bit rushed, I believe, getting out of the house. Okay, so I just want to start it here. Obviously, here's what the Discord looks in the Discord. This is what my live looks. My face cam doesn't work in the Discord because I have to have it on for OBS and recording YouTube videos, which obviously makes sense. A camera can't double task, but I'm thinking of getting a second face cam for the Discord. Live streams so that you guys can see my face as well. Some of my notes that I have on trade 1, lower and high time frames line up, which is good, and then a good stop loss is what I believed in this trade. Wanted the continuation upward. I've got a little bit of a pattern here, right? And that I'm only noticing while recording this video. So this is a big reason of why I do these videos for myself as well, is looking back at it, I have a trend. And if you guys have spotted it, it's catching the tops of moves the wrong way. So I think I was just a little bit too chart wired and ready to fire off a buy button. You know what I mean? Like I was so excited to get up and get back of what I had and continue my win streak because I won the previous trade before this. But not much to say here. Of course, just like waiting and not trying to catch the tops of moves. I thought this break of the, I believe that's a 15-minute target area. The break of the target area was good. And then obviously we see the next candle close below the target area. So it's just chart analysis. I just need to take a breather and realize that, okay, right, I've been doing this for a while, 4 years now, and if I start changing up what I'm doing because I am in front of a live trading audience, then I'm just gonna fail and I'm gonna blow through 100 funded accounts. But I am making this video so that it doesn't happen. Honestly, making this video right now is calming a little bit of nerves for the week coming up because I was nervous last week. That's honestly a big issue with last week and the trades that I've taken. I was nervous to be wrong in front of people live, right? I gotta just throw that out the window. And it's gonna be a little hard, and it's gonna take some time to get used to, because I've never really been a part of a community where I'm actively showing my face and talking to people. I gotta adapt, right? Just like the charts, you react and adapt. No, adapt and react. Good stop loss, I thought at the time, right? Would have liked to seen these prominent lows been my stop loss, so a return, that would have been ideal. We actually end up kind of going up a little bit here and tickle our break even, which was shit, which was so close. Like, look at how close that was. Tickle our break even and then hit the stop loss here. So that one, another one, just kind of unlucky, right? Stuck to my rules on this one, so I'm happy about this trade again, but shit happens. And then we have trade number 2 on day 3, the runt of the week. So I broke one major rule in this trade. Trading psychology, it's tough. Like it's a constant battle between you and you until you kind of like conquer that of yourself, and then it becomes you against the market, right? It's tough. You got to learn lessons from yourself, and you got to lose first to win. Obviously, I'm showing that right now in my funded account. Don't know if I'm gonna win yet, but obviously I will come out of this on top. So this second trade, I risk a lot more than I should have. I should have just had that trade. Once I got to 500 risk, boom, I'm out of there. I'm actually gonna look after I make this video to see if there's a top step. If there's a top step, what am I trying to say? Setting that'll lock me out of my account once I get to $500 on my risk. So I'm definitely gonna do that. Anyway, right, we make the trade and it goes straight down. I actually don't end up showing the rest of the trade on here, but again, I post on my Instagram and my Discord the results of the trade. But yeah, this is the runt of the litter, runt of the week, bad trade of the week. Let's learn from it. Let's not do it again. Let's not go past that risk, and I should be fine.